All right, welcome, ready, set, wake up, and tune in. Keep up. Wake up, tune in, and keep up. We're going to be tapping on the karate chop point, and we're going to be tapping today for, even though deep down I have this belief system that is out of alignment with what I'm attempting to do right now in my life, I choose to deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. Even though I deep down have this belief system that is stopping me from succeeding at being me now, I choose to deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. Even though deep down I have these belief systems that are causing me to not succeed in my now life, I choose to deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. I really, really do. Even though deep down I have all these belief systems that are out of alignment with what it truly means to be successful for me here now, I choose to deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. I really, really do. Even with all these belief systems out of alignment, even with all these non-beneficial ideas and thoughts that I have, even with all of these belief systems that I made up or even adopted or agreed to in any way, all these non-beneficial belief systems flowing through my body, I choose to deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. I really, really do. All these non-beneficial belief systems that may have come from me or my mother, I choose to deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself and her. We're going to go with the other arm today. Even though I have all these belief systems out of alignment that may have come from my father, I choose to deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself and my father. I really, really do. And back to the top of the head. Even with all these belief systems from my mom and dad and their mom and dad, maybe even their mom and dad and their mom and dad, all these genetically passed on belief systems, all of this energy stored in my genes, all the out of alignment energy, all the stuck traumatic energy, everything's stopping me from being the best version of me. All this confusion, separation, frustration, I choose to deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself for feeling this way. Even with all this stuff coming from my mother's side, I choose to deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive her and anyone she's ever been connected to. And anyone and everyone on my father's side that he's ever been connected to, and myself, I choose to love, accept, forgive, and honor myself and them as well. All this energy inside my body, stuck from lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes, all now here in this being. Even with all this crazy energy that I've adopted from the past, accepted, and believed in, all these non-beneficial belief systems that are in place, that are in store, are making decisions for me, not taking into account where I'm at right now. All these belief systems from the past, non-beneficial. They gotta go. And the time is now. Breathe, inhale. Exhale out all that and inhale. All those old belief systems are now liberated and changed. All those old belief systems are now liberated and changed into joyful, amazing belief systems. All that old energy, all that old energy, including right here under the eye, is gone now. I love my life. This is the best day ever. How's it get better than this? It's so easy to change belief systems that are out of alignment. It's so simple to just let them go as they come to the surface. Once you analyze them, once I analyze them, and realize that they are so far out of date, it's not even a thought to save them for another time. We don't need them anymore. And they don't even want to be here. They're so out of date. They want to move backwards in time to where they're in date. Those belief systems have now shifted, changed their reality. They've changed their power. And they left me with all of their liberated, joyful, grateful, amazing, appreciative, treasurable, experiential memories. Try saying all that. If you don't follow along with me exactly, remember, it's not all about what I say. It's actually about the tapping. And the affirmations go with it, but the tapping is what releases the stuck meridians. And the positive affirmations, the tapping releases the stuck meridians. And you're giving a voice to your feelings and your belief systems and stuff that are just stuck. That's what it is that helps you feel safe. Because right now, as I'm tapping and I felt unsafe, and I brought all that to the surface, and I tap on it, I should feel still unsafe because it's all in the mind, and I'm hearing it all. But because I'm tapping, it's not being able to go into my body. It's kind of just in my mind, and, well, my mind's changing every time I tap. And so it's really hard for me to stay in that holding on to it moment when you're tapping it out. Even though you're still having it while you're tapping, the more you tap and give it a voice, the more it does not want to be there. So the more it tries to leave. And then the more it tries to leave, the more you want to try to hold on to it because you're like, wait. I thought you were a problem. It's like, I was. You're not fun to be around. I don't like your house anymore. I'm going to take my problems and myself as a problem. I'm going to get out of here. Woo! Bye-bye. Take your clean house and go share it with someone who wants a clean house, because we, the pain and suffering, only like messy houses. And we can only be in a messy house if we cause it so much confusion it doesn't even know what to do about it. So it won't even think about trying. It just stays stuck in fight or flight or freeze or faint in the amygdala in the back of the brain. High beta alert. But right now it can't happen that way. So the words don't really matter. They just matter to give them a voice to let them out. And then all these other voices that are coming out are all the positive affirmations going back. The positive affirmations are going back are telling me that, well, I got better belief systems now. Those old ones are out of the way. That's easy. I got better clothes now. The old ones I can give away to the thrift store. I got better ideas and thoughts. I can think those all day. My head's just flowing with good energy. All my ideas are good. All my thoughts are great. All my energy is shareable. My life is amazing. All my belief systems, well, they're immediately changeable. Because truly, I don't believe in anything other than I'm an infinite and an eternal creator from the source of all that is, no more or less than you, and I can do anything. And so doing so, in this tapping video, it's not your normal tapping video you'll get from people on the internet. Nope. This one is more personal because it's me doing it for me. And if you want to do it with me, you can. But I encourage you to not follow me all of the way except from the steps. Top of the head, eyebrow, side of the eye. These are the steps you got to take. And then here, all the rest of the steps that you got to take is doing it. Allowing yourself to see what comes up. Giving yourself the permission to have feelings and to let all those feelings come to the surface and see where they need to go. So when we put them back inside, they're all in the right places. Okay. Whew. Inhale. I had these old belief systems in place that were limiting me and keeping me down and keeping me separate from the parts of myself that I wanted to be involved in. I had all these belief systems inside that told me I needed to do it the way other people did it, and that I needed to have certificates to prove that I was a valid practitioner of something, or I needed to go to school and pay money to get credentials, or I needed to blah, 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 blah. All that's bullshit. BS belief systems made up by someone who came here before you, who thought that they were more than you, who then decided they were going to be the teacher and brand themselves and then say, if you want a certificate for this course, come to me and I'll teach you what I know and then I'll give you a certificate. That's how it all got here. These beings came here and said, hey, I can do this and I'm going to certify you in it. And nobody asked those beings what gave them the permission to actually do that. And if you were to go ask them, they'd say, oh, Source Energy did that because Source Energy told me that I was actually a teacher of this and I was supposed to go and do this. And that if I went and did this, I was going to help people. And that the only consequence was going to be that I was going to help people. And if it helps me, of course, it has the ability to help you. So my credentials are just that. Honorary degree by the divine prime creator source of all it is. And 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all of the time, I study, and practice, and experience, and keep up, and fine-tune, and nitpick myself all the way through all of my shadows and crazy-ass shit till I get back to the treasure. And that's the shareable wave. That's the shareable thought. That's what I bring to you. That's what these journeys with Soul Shine are all about. My personalized experience of this magical tool, EFT, emotional freedom technique. I have lots of tools in my imaginary tool belt and I use them all, but emotional freedom technique is by far one of the quickest ways to deal with crazy shit. Your body knows when it's calm or not, and you can't really tell your mind. Mind, tell my body to be calm, while your body's like, no way, I'm freaked out, and the mind's not gonna listen, and the body's not gonna listen, so you're gonna have this conflict, not incoherence between the heart and the head, which then the body, the gut, brain, head, brain, heart, brain aren't in union, so they're not gonna go together and emanate and bring in all that they possibly could. So our job is to be able to fine-tune ourselves by realizing that and connecting our heads with our hearts and to our body. And that's why it's good to let those emotions come out of the body and give them a voice so that we can hear them. And then in our head, when we hear our voice speaking, then it goes back into ourselves and we tell ourselves, this was a problem, but I'm telling myself now it no longer is. And I'm doing the actual practices, telling my meridian points, hey, you're safe, you're good. I know this is a very, very stressful, uncomfortable situation, but you can be safe in a very uncomfortable situation. And that is what we're supposed to be doing here with this emotional freedom technique. We're supposed to be teaching ourselves how to feel safe in an unsafe time. And therefore, at that moment, we stop all the side effects that could come out of us getting off of our path. So stay on the path, guys. Give thanks, wake up, tune in, keep up. There's many, many teachers out there for you who can teach you anything you want to learn. Because when the student appears, the teacher appears. Have fun learning.